All narcissists hate this secret weakness. Find out what it is. You definitely don't want to miss this. Today, we're uncovering the narcissist's biggest weakness. And no, it's not what you'd expect. Understanding this could completely shift how you deal with them. Let's take a moment to be honest here. Narcissists often give off the impression of being unstoppable, like they're always in control, effortlessly charming, and utterly confident. They put on this polished front to make you believe they're on top of the world. But beneath all that glitter is a fragile, insecure core. This is the heart of what we're talking about today, so stick with me as we peel back the layers. Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, we're going to dig into the vulnerabilities narcissists try so hard to hide. You might be surprised, but by the end of this, you'll see just how much their weaknesses explain their behavior. At the root of all their vulnerabilities is something called the false self. Let's pause and consider. Why would anyone need to create such a thing? The answer is simple. It's a mask, a carefully crafted illusion meant to hide their true insecurities. Despite their outward confidence and charm, deep down, narcissists are plagued with self-doubt. Everything they present, their image, their charisma, their perfect life, is a performance designed to convince others and themselves that they're thriving. But the reality? They don't like who they really are. The confident exterior is nothing more than a defense mechanism, a shield to protect their fragile self-esteem. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Have you ever noticed how a small comment or critique can set them off? Even the tiniest challenge to their image triggers a disproportionate reaction. Anger, yelling, even outright rage. Why? It's because their entire identity is built on this false self, and any perceived threat to it sends them into a tailspin. They'll do whatever it takes to protect their mask, desperate to keep you from seeing what lies underneath. Occasionally, though, the mask slips. Maybe you've caught it during moments of frustration or when they've been caught off guard. Those are the moments where their true self peeks through, a glimpse of the deep insecurity they're trying to hide. Their greatest fear, exposure, the idea of someone seeing them for who they really are, flawed, insecure, and vulnerable, is terrifying to them. That's why they guard their facades so fiercely. Another major weakness is their inability to be authentic. Narcissists can't show their true selves because they're so disconnected from who they are. They've spent their lives constructing an image, not developing genuine emotional depth. Even when they seem to open up, it's often performative. They'll say what they think will make them look good or win approval, not what they truly feel. Everything is calculated to maintain the narrative they've built around themselves. At the core, narcissists are all about control, controlling how others see them and controlling the emotions of those around them. But here's the catch. The more you understand their weaknesses, the less control they have over you. At their core, narcissists lack authenticity because they are fundamentally disconnected from their true selves. How can someone who is constantly hiding behind a fabricated identity ever be genuine with you? How can they truly connect in a relationship or understand you when they don't even understand themselves? The truth is they can't. They can't give you what they don't have within themselves. It might appear like they can, but it's nothing more than a facade. There are clear signs that reveal this disconnect. You'll see it in their behavior, always seeking attention, endlessly talking about themselves, and working hard to control how others perceive them. Why? Because beneath the surface, they are riddled with insecurity and a fragile sense of self-esteem. Their false identity is their way of trying to convince others and themselves that they're this ideal version they've constructed. This lack of authenticity creates a deep reliance on external validation. Narcissists need constant attention and approval from others to sustain their false persona. Without it, they would fall apart. Think back to moments when you didn't give the narcissist the reaction they craved. Perhaps you ignored them or didn't shower them with compliments. How did they react? Did they lash out? Did their calm exterior suddenly shatter, revealing anger or frustration? Maybe they even had a meltdown that left you confused, wondering, what just happened? That's their desperate need for validation coming to the surface. They rely on external approval to keep their false self intact. Now ask yourself, does this sound like the behavior of someone truly confident, secure, or emotionally fulfilled? Would a person who is genuinely happy within themselves or seeking a healthy relationship behave this way? Of course not. Another significant vulnerability of narcissists is their inability to embrace emotional openness. They cannot be truly vulnerable or honest with anyone, not even themselves. Vulnerability requires confronting their real self, and that terrifies them. When you entered their life, you didn't change this pattern. It's deeply ingrained in who they are and how they've learned to navigate the world. So when faced with honesty or accountability, their instinct is to deflect, manipulate, or shut down entirely. This is why closure is elusive. This is why they twist the narrative, blame you, and leave you feeling confused and hurt. Vulnerability would force them to confront everything they spent their lives avoiding, their fears, insecurities, and fragility. And they won't do it. They've built their entire identity around avoiding those truths. Their defense mechanisms are their armor, and no matter how much you hope or try, they won't show you the authenticity or emotional depth you're searching for. This is who they are, and they are deeply invested in maintaining that facade. So, what can you do? How do you regain your footing? The first and most crucial step is this: distance yourself. Detach from the dynamic entirely. Don't engage in feeding their ego. Narcissists thrive on extracting specific reactions and attention from you. The less you give them what they crave, the less power they hold over you. Why is this important? Because when you boost their ego, you're only reinforcing their behavior. The validation makes them feel invincible, and they weaponize that false confidence against you. By denying them the attention they seek, you disrupt their cycle of manipulation and control. The second step is setting and maintaining clear boundaries. This isn't always easy and might take some practice, but it's absolutely essential. Boundaries act as your personal shield, protecting your mental and emotional well-being. Narcissists despise limits. They don't like being told what they can or can't do. They'll likely resist and even try to manipulate you into backing down. Let them. Boundaries are there for your protection, not to accommodate their comfort. Next, focus on reclaiming your authenticity. After breaking free and beginning to heal, you'll rediscover parts of yourself that may have been overshadowed. This journey is about reconnecting with your true self. Stop living to please others or crafting your actions to fit someone else's narrative. This is your time to embrace who you truly are. Living authentically means stepping into your own confidence, reconnecting with your unique essence, and radiating your natural energy. This is something no narcissist can imitate or strip away from you. It's your most powerful asset. Rediscover yourself. Reconnect with your core. Ultimately, the narcissist's Achilles heel is exposure. Their deepest fear is that someone will see through their carefully constructed mask. Every move they make is designed to shield their true self from being revealed. The moment you recognize their act, you hold the key to their greatest vulnerability. Be prepared. They will do everything in their power to protect their false image. They'll resist, retaliate, and attempt to regain control. But once you understand this, you can step out of their web of manipulation, reclaim your autonomy, and anchor yourself firmly in your truth. Moving forward is non-negotiable. Staying connected to a narcissist will never bring you the joy, peace, or fulfillment you deserve. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to like this video and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I also offer one-on-one consultations. Check the description box for more information. Plus, I go live here on the channel every Tuesday. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.